What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up. It's yours truly, Mike Orr. It's 5 o'clock, and we got a good one for you today, guys. And remember, today's episode is brought to you by the BetStamp app, which is helping thousands of people win at sports betting for free. The same way travelers are using Google Flights and Expedia to find the best prices, bettors can now use BetStamp to do the same. When you place a bet, the odds given by a sportsbook will determine how much you can possibly win, even when betting on the same outcome. Different sportsbooks will offer varying payouts. These differences can be huge. Thankfully, BetStamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sportsbooks. You can click on any matchup and instantly see all the different odds for game lines, player props, and even future bets. Line shopping is the simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and maximize your chances on winning long-term. On average, BetStamp users win an extra $1,000 plus yearly just by line shopping. You can find the BetStamp app on the Apple iOS Store, Google Play Store, or through your browser at www.betstamp.app. To access all these benefits, sign up using promo code Talkin Fight and start your journey to successful sports betting today. If you forget to use the code upon sign up, you can always enter our code in your BetStamp account settings afterwards, guys. Go check it out. Again, www.betstamp.app, or just do me a favor and hit up these QR codes. Now, without further ado, we have a man here today, the newly crowned IBC Welterweight champ, none other than Bradley Wilcox. Let's bring him in and get this interview underway. Brad, the champ is here. The champ is here. Yes, Brad, thanks for coming out. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Great event. May 6th, historical night. 2 belts up for grabs. First time ever in Brantford. You walk away with the victory over Larone Whyte in the third round with a nasty finish, man. Let's talk about it. So the fight leading up to it, how were you feeling going into it? I know you were real confident. You had your game plan, which it looks like you executed it perfectly to the T. Just walk us through the night.
To be honest, it felt good kind of fighting somebody local. You probably ask Spencer, and obviously everybody knows it kind of got heated at the end there. But like leading up to it, there was a little bit of tension as well. Right. So it felt good finally like getting that, because they probably haven't had that since like the amateurs, when you're kind of staying in the same hotel as the guy you're fighting kind of thing.
Right.
Other than that, it was good. It was exciting. I'd like to give a big thanks to Wisdom Promotions and Bill Williams for obviously making it possible for me to fight for my first title on their first show. So
definitely, yeah, it was great. We did ringside announcing. Honestly, what a great event. First round, I kind of noticed that he did come up with a different game plan from the last time I saw him against Lee Reeves. Did you notice that in his game, that he had some things change up there?
We kind of were expecting that. We either thought we were going to get one or the other. We either thought we were going to have like someone that comes really aggressive and goes for it the first 3 rounds, or we thought we were going to have somebody laid back and kind of not survive, but more or less just try to get the rounds in and then maybe take advantage of me not ever really doing a 10-round fight.
Right.
I think he's got a little bit more rounds than me, but we kind of, with the team, we kind of had that game plan that we thought we'd slowly break them down. I didn't think it was going to be that quick. Obviously, I would have liked to do a little bit more, and I know his team was a little upset about the stoppage, but I think it was coming either way.
I believe so. I think it was coming. Honestly, when I look back at the replay, third round, you were smothering him. There was nowhere he was going. He did prove that he's got a pretty good chin on him, man. He did take some pretty devastating shots from you. I was surprised that he actually came through. At what point did you really feel that you had it and you were able to like put this away?
Well, it's one of those things where, like, as a fighter's mindset, like, you obviously go in there confident, and you always got to have that mindset that obviously it might go the distance, and it's boxing, so anything can happen. First round kind of happened, and I usually like to try to steal the round, but kind of figure out the guy, and then when I really knew I was gonna like probably put it away a lot sooner than I thought was in the second round, when I landed that straight right hand, and it was the first drop, like where I dropped him and he kind of fell into the ropes.
Right.
I said to my dad after the fight, I've never felt a right hand like land that flush. Something that me and my team have been like, we kind of knew. You study the fighters, right? Like we knew he kind of had a low left, and we knew he kind of leans in with his head. So the whole timing it, and we timed it perfect. And as soon as I hit him with that, I was like, okay, this isn't going around 5.
Yeah. You crushed it, man. It was great performance. So now, how does it feel being crowned the new IBC Welterweight champ? And that's big belt there. I guess one of the first of many that you will be claiming in your career. How does that feel to claim that strap?
It feels good, and not just that. I think from what I've heard from people is that I've opened up a lot of eyes. There was like before I used to box with a lot of emotion and a lot of whatever, but now it's kind of I do it for the love of it. I think I said that in your last podcast.
Yeah.
Like I have a career and stuff, and now it's kind of doing it for myself and my dad and my team. So I'm starting to get my movement going, and I'm starting to we're back. That's the thing. So
yeah, I hear that.
Now it's kind of what's next.
Yeah, exactly. What
my dad, we took the last week off to kind of enjoy it and kind of wrap up. All the people know, all the boxers in Ontario know the ticket sales and all that drama. So we had to kind of get that wrapped up. I wanted to get that wrapped up before coming back to the gym.
Right.
So I'll be starting up late this week, and then hopefully we could snag something maybe July or early August.
Oh, that'd be nice. See you in the ring that quick. That'd be great. So what was the whole big thing? Did you know what happened in the audience afterwards? After the whole fight, because that was a pretty big thing going on in the audience. I know we captured footage of it, but we didn't really get the whole gist of what was going on. It's, I don't know, some mixed emotions, bad feelings that the fight didn't go the right way. Is that what happened?
So I think what I kind of explained to people was that a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's a boxing event, it's a family event, that shouldn't have happened." Blah blah blah. People were making a big deal about it, but then you look at it on the other side, and then everybody was emotionally involved in the fight, and that means that they wanted it. So to me, it's not necessarily bad. That obviously you don't ever want that to happen, but it just means emotions were there, and that usually means that they wanted it. So, and then it kind of fired me up because I was in the ring as I seen my little brother Spencer in the middle of it, and that's what kind of fired me up. Like, okay, I'm done with the fight. What the hell's going on with the little? Because I know he's fighting this weekend. So
right. That's man. You got to protect that family, right? So.
Yeah.
Definitely, but no, I'm glad nothing really transpired from it. Nobody really got hurt. It was calmed down. Great event put on by Mr. Williams there. It was his first, hopefully first of many. You couldn't ask for a more exciting main event for his first card and for such a historical card in Brantford. Having two titles on the same show, you walking away with one. What's there have been many people to hold that belt. What is the feeling now? Like there's been some people in the past that have held that belt, some very significant names in boxing, and now you are one of them. How does that feel?
So I kind of, everybody's asking so what do you do next? Because a lot of people don't understand the boxing game,
right?
But I always try to explain to them it's kind of like climbing a ladder. There's steps. You got to keep going up, and then you just keep going up. So my thing is kind of what's next. Obviously, everybody aims to get a top 15 ranking. I think if I could get a fight July or August, just I took a lot of time off boxing in the last 4 years. So if I could get one more fight, and then maybe by the end of the year, I could get one of those top 15 rankings, then it will be a successful year. So I think that's kind of on to the next one.
Definitely. So you took a week off. What did you do in your week off? Because I know you're in the gym all the time. Let's hear a little bit about the personal life. What did you do in your week?
Not so much a week off. There's a good group of kids that ended up coming to the show, and we were thankful that Bill Williams was able to get us an extra hotel room. I actually switched to the suite where my baby and my fiance can come in the room, and then we gave a couple of the kids from the gym and my sister like my hotel room, and we ended up making it a pretty good night.
Excellent.
I quickly zipped over to the carnival that was going on there and got a slushie just before it closed. And then I thought I would go to McDonald's on the way home. That's the Wilcox thing. Usually the only thing open by the time the shows are done are
Right.
McDonald's. So usually, and like I said, for those who know my daughter, she really loves her food. So I said I wanted to get a Big Mac and split it with her. So
nice. Great victory dinner, man. Great victory dinner. You didn't get to ride any rides though, eh?
No, I didn't get to. I think it was closed. It closed at 11 o'clock. They said, and I think we got there at like 11:01. And the slushies were still there. So.
at least you got some of that great carnival that was going on. What a big event, huge event. Honestly, great venue. I was super excited to be there and be part of it, and and be part of your great winning here of this new crowned IBC welterweight champion that you have, and so I can't wait. So a couple of months, you think you can get back in the ring by like end of July, early August. What are you going to do? Like close out the year? How many more fights do you think you want to have before the year's done?
So I think the game plan is to slowly come down. Like I personally don't really want to. Like I don't think fighting at 147's where I'm at right now. I think I would like to. If the fight is, it all depends. In Ontario, there's a super rule the day of weigh-ins. So I think if it's the day before weigh-ins, I'd like to try like 144 and slowly, and then like if I can get a title by the end of the year, I'll probably be trying to get the title at 140. There's some potential good fights here in not just Canada and Ontario that can happen at 140. So maybe we can make something happen there. If not, then we might have to bring somebody in.
Definitely. Honestly, I think this new belt that you won and this last performance has definitely opened up some doors for you. I think your name has been passed through the years now, man. I think they know who you are. I think they know that you're here. You're a serious contender at that weight. Honestly, if you feel more comfortable at a lower weight, I can't wait to see how well you're going to do in the ring there, man. Because if you didn't feel that you were the greatest there, you looked really good. I'll tell you that much from that performance.
No, it was good. I come like I've been boxing since I was 8 years old. So usually like to help you get in like fight zone, you usually gotta cut a little bit of weight. And to be honest, not saying this weight cut was like super easy, but it definitely wasn't hard. It was kind of tough because it's like you don't know when to start like really cutting out so much. Like obviously healthy food, but it's hard to start like getting really into the zone and like focus on the fight and starting the weight cut hard when you don't really when you're so close to the weight already. So I think if I could give 140 a try, I think I could really hurt some people at 140.
I think so. 140, that's, you're going to pick up a hell of a lot more speed, and you already show that you have the speed, you have the footwork. Definitely, you got that power too, and, sit those guys down. Sitting on those punches, man. I'm telling you, there was a few there where I honestly, I'm surprised he was still standing, man, from some of those shots you gave him.
Yeah.
Was there that one shot in the fight where you were like, man, he should have just dropped?
Yeah, probably that second round. But that's okay. He was a game fighter, and clearly by the way everything went near the end there, you could tell he really wanted to win, but it wasn't his night. And what I really like to show is like even when I'm in the gym, it's tough because I know I'm strong. My whole team knows I'm strong, but we haven't been really getting those knockouts, and we're finally starting to get them. So now hopefully we can open up some eyes and keep the knockout streak going.
Right. Was there anything that you were maybe disappointed in your performance? Was there something that maybe you thought you could have done better in that performance, even though it was a wonderful performance?
Well, I'm like most boxers. If they ever watch their fights, they're probably like, I know some people don't even like watching their fights. You just get their coach to and and then they get them to critique it. But I personally don't like watching myself fight because I'm very picky on like just little stuff that I know I could have done better. To be honest, I'm I haven't even really been able to watch it. I've seen the highlights. I like the highlights, but the highlights aren't usually where you can correct stuff. The highlights are usually where all the good stuff happens, and that's not always the right thing for fighters to see.
Right. So this historical card, this one that you want to that you're putting on with you and your whole family, is that still in the works? And what date is that looking? When are you looking to do that?
Yeah, obviously in the boxing world, a lot can happen. The idea would be to put on that big show. No matter what, I think we're gonna put on a show. It just depends which brothers are gonna be on it because,
Right.
like last time, Sheldon got hurt. Who knows? Jesse might get a good fight opportunity. Spencer might get a fight. Like it's tough to call. It's super far away, but it's definitely something's definitely gonna happen. Obviously, we'd love to do that, but everybody's got to kind of be on board, and it's got to be a family thing, right?
I can't wait. It's gonna be the Canadian dynasty family, the Wilcox clan, coming through with what five members of the family. Is this what we're looking at? Get to set the Guinness Book of World Records? It's gonna be 5.
Yeah, that would be So it's weird because as soon as I had the last podcast with you, they're like right away. I'm pretty sure the record book posted a little bit of I don't know if they're listening, but I don't notice. They posted something about like Canelo. Canelo has 5 brothers or 7, but they don't, like I kind of mentioned, they weren't blood, like same mom, same dad.
Right.
So I think that has like a higher, I don't know. To me, it's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
it'll definitely set a record somewhere. It's definitely gonna set a record. It should be a record
anyways, because I know if you look at his card, there were the 7 siblings, and I think 3 of them lost. So that's only 4 wins. When we do it, we'll get 5 wins.
Exactly. I love it. So what's the week looking like for you now? Like, what you're slowly getting back into it. How's are you just going to jump back into a full tilt? Or are you just going to ease back into the training and wait till you hear for a fight before you start pouring it on? What's the game plan now for the next couple of weeks?
I was hoping to go to the gym today, but I actually got kind of told by my fiance that I should probably work on we haven't sent out the wedding venue or the wedding.
Okay.
So I think we should sit down and get that all figured out before I start getting on this little train, because once the boxing starts going, it's hard to veer off of it.
Sorry, just had to mute that call that was coming in. Forgot to put that on silent. So I guess your wife's gonna want you to put together these wedding things. When's the date for that, by the way? When's
I think it's August 20. Oh God, August 26th.
Wow, it's coming quick, eh?
That's why I think it would be nice if I could get a fight, not too close to it, because I know I could get some bruises, but it would be nice to get one before, because then after the wedding, of course, I'll probably take a little bit of time off, and then we'll do the thing at the end of the year, and then that'll be a pretty big 2023 for me. It'll be 3 fights, hopefully 3 knockouts, a top 15 ranking, married. Yeah. It's been a 4-year journey to get married. We were going to get married during COVID, so that'll be a pretty big year for us.
Definitely. And COVID's one of those things, man. A lot of things didn't survive. It's a lot of people didn't make it. Some people didn't, their careers have fallen off. There's a lot of things that have gone off. It's nice to see that you have your career on the straight and narrow. Everything's starting to look good in the up and up. You're climbing those ranks. You're opening those doors. You're going to be married by the end of the year. Good stuff. Anything you want to let us know about for the future before we get out of here? Because I know you're a very busy man. I don't want to keep you too much longer.
No, just I'd like to give another thanks to Wisdom Promotions and Bill Williams for having me part of their show, and I'd like to thank you guys for the podcast and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
All right. Well, Bradley, just stick around for a sec. We'll say our proper goodbyes at the end. To all the fans out there that are watching around the world, thank you for tuning into this episode of Knuckle Up with Mike Orr and our newly crowned IBC Welterweight champ, Bradley, the truth, Wilcox. Yeah, man, the truth's here, man. The truth's here. You said it. You said it. You did it. You showed it. You're back. And we talked about it. It's great, guys. We'll see you next time. Same channel. New prospects. You know what it is, guys. Peace.
Thanks.